Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and RUTH Philippine Adventures. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody is well. I'm restarting the stream that I was on. Let's see. So make sure it's on here this morning. Okay. That was different. Let me pull up my YouTube. I don't have a phone, so I have to do it on my laptop. Let's see. Tom and Ruth. Yep, we on? Let's see, live stream. Live. Okay, TL Roy, good morning. Boy, that was the weirdest thing. My other stream stopped this morning. Good morning. Scott Expat, good morning, Scott. How's everybody? Rick Morris, good morning. That was the weirdest thing. I was on a stream this morning and it was working and then it stopped. So I don't know what went on with that. Always something, you know. You guys ever notice that? So it's always like, okay. So how is everybody doing? NTL, how you doing this morning? Scott Expat, Rick Morris. You're good? Good, Scott. Good to see you guys. It's always nice to see you guys. Yeah, we're doing very well. I had a pretty good stream going earlier. I don't know what went on there. It's a weird thing. So, how's Rick? Rick, you know, something the other day I forgot to ask about and tell you about was, I'm sorry to hear about the American that passed. That came across a feed that I saw and it was too late on Facebook, but I'm not a Facebook person, meaning I don't have an account. I don't even know how to, I know how to messenger. As you guys know, I message you guys, but I don't know too much about anything else. So it's just one of those weird things, you know, that happens. So good morning, everybody. Sorry about that other stream that was going on. It was a mess. So today I want to talk about just anything anybody wants to talk about. So it's all good. So Pumpkin Joe, back aboard. What happened? I've been having a problem with connection to servers, whatever that means. I guess it's Converge or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. So it's like, okay. So Ruth and I, anyway, we're going to talk about that chain link thing. So anyway, I talked to the guy and I asked him, I said, so can I get a couple of bucks back? He goes, no. And I said, well, is there any way that I get money back? Nope. I said, so I'm just messed. And he goes, yeah, you just basically messed. And so I said, well, it's glad you're doing business here. And, you know, you walk away and you say to yourself, I don't want to ever do business there again. And, but in the Philippines, they don't care. In the States, they care. Well, most of the time they care, semi-care anyway, or they make you believe and you get that warm and fuzzy feeling that they care, you know. But I was like in shock that couldn't do it. So Rick's doing good, yeah. Okay, so let me put this down. Yeah, so it was like incredible. So So good morning, TL Roy. You guys saying hi again to each other? Yeah, in fact, I was at, went to another place and I talked to a guy and he said, okay, let's roll out the fence. It was the same situation, 4 feet, 6 feet, supposed to be 16 feet. And I paid $16, 800 peso for it. So I was going to replace some of the fencing. It didn't look good. Just to replace it so I can have a decent, you know, looking yard. and we're fixing the place up in Marama. We are, how can I say, we're making it look better than it was. Because we've been away now because of that incident. You guys pretty well know. If you don't know, it's in last week's video on why we had to emergency leave our house. It was, I would say, 6 months, maybe we've been gone. 6 months. So it's been kind of tough on all of us. Financially, it's been like draining considerably. Like it's unbelievable, just unbelievable. And I gotta fix the fence because it's like somebody climbed on it and broke the corners. And so when you, as you know, as people say, my house, we've never had a problem in where we live. There's no thieves in town, but I don't have a problem living in the Philippines. Everything is perfect. This sky is blue, but every gate has a lock. Every fence has prongs sticking up. It has razor edge on it. A lot of fences have glass etched in top. So there's a barbed wire. There's not one house that don't have a fence. If it's not a bamboo fence, it's a fence to keep people out, intruders out. It's to keep the honest out. That's what a fence is made for, to keep the honest people out. The dishonest people can always find a way to get in your fence. I mean, this chain link, you can cut it with a pair of pliers. I'm not kidding you. It's aluminum. It's a version of pot aluminum, and I don't mind it. It's just this pot aluminum, and it's like horrible. So I said to Ruth, I said, well, what are we gonna do? I said, I tell you what, we'll just go buy steel bar. So we went and bought steel bar, right? And we put steel bar. We're gonna put steel bar in the middle of it. So good morning, Viking and Nori. Good morning, my good friend Christian. Good morning. Yeah, but the internet connection, it was a mess. I mean, it was running fine, and all of a sudden it kept saying in stream. No, I don't want in stream. And then it had 0 people on, so I don't know, it was weird. So Viking, good morning, Christian. Good to see you. Good to see you. T.L. Roy, good morning. Could see yourself staying permanently in CDO. My wife and I can't adjust to the dense population traffic downtown. We're just slower paced folks. Honestly, I love it here, but if I had a choice between the two, I'd like a happy medium. And what that means is I enjoy the Western lifestyle more. I enjoy the Western lifestyle more. I would like to have less traffic, easy to get to places. In other words, I want a small town city, but have the big town feeling. It's I could live here permanently, but I couldn't say I would live here all the time. In fact, there's really not all the islands, the 13, 15 islands we've been to. There's not something that I could say I could really enjoy myself here. I can, if I'm on my last 5 years of my life, I could really enjoy it here. It's the same mundane stuff that you do, the same thing that you do every day that I have a problem with. I have a type A personality. It's like Rick Moore said, type A's just don't get along. It's just they're constantly, need something to do, or constantly looking at something and constantly doing something, and that's me. I need something. So jobs are out of the question, right? I'm not saying I get a job. Well, do something. And you can't make something to sell it. You can't do any of that stuff. So you're basically, you're in your home, or you're in your sister's home, or Ruth's sisters with their family. And sure, we can go to their mountains, and we can go to their houses in the mountains. We can do all the other things. But you're going to places that are just really different. And if you're not willing to carry a bucket of water up as you're going up the hill, you're not going to have any water that day. So I'm not into that. It's kind of like I've passed that point in my life. So what would I do? I would live in like Maramak's fine. It's growing. The airport's come along. It'll be done in probably 3-4 years, 5 years. It's supposed to have been 5 years ago. Okay, 6 years ago. But once that's done, it's going to really populate the area, and it may be overwhelming. Ruth and I just kind of want to fix up the house a little bit. As you know, the termites hit all the floors, so we're putting the concrete flooring in now. So I want to fix that up and kind of gather myself and go back to the States a little bit and work. I want to work. I want to do something. If I'm a security, not a security guard, but standing at the door greeting people, or standing at a retail place selling a pair of pants, I don't really care what it is. Just something to keep my mind, keep me occupied, keep me busy, keep me active, keep me more active than I'm being active now. Man, I gained 66 pounds here. And sure, I lost 10 or 15 pounds. But and exercise is okay, but it's a problem for me because I can't go out on the highway. I had to walk about a mile the other day to get a taxi, okay? It's about a mile, and you know, about killed me, all right? I'm just gonna tell you the truth. It really did. Because there's none available. And if you go out to one area, which is really the main, see, we live on is choo, 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 but the highway, choo, 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 you know? So I'm out there, and I'm going, man, 5 taxis passed, they were full, and then, and I counted them. Got to number 10. Guy pulls over and gets in there. Sir, I got to charge you more rate. Why? Well, he paused. I said, why? It's 40 pesos. Why you got to charge me more rate? Yeah, because it's a holiday. I said, ain't no holiday. What holiday? I mean, I just get in the car, the guy's telling me. I said, no, I'm not paying no rate. I get out of the car, and I said, go. So, another car stops. I go. No worries. No extra rate, no nothing. I paid 141 peso. This guy wanted to charge me 200 and something peso. And it's like this incredible thing. It's like, if a guy's not able to make it in U.S. with all that's going on there, whatever is going on in his life, it can't be like that there. He's coming here. He's going to have to deal with all that, and the fencing and the food. It's going to have a hard time. My house wasn't raided. My family member got involved with the Mountain Man, which was a bad group. There's about 300 to 400, 500 in the group scattered throughout the Philippines. He was the leader. Came by my house, told me to leave, to bring the brother out of hiding. And the third time, he made it very clear as he pulls out this big long thing here. So anyway, we left 2:30 in the morning, been gone 6 months. All that's been raided, taken care of thanks to military. So I'm going back. And we're all going back. Boy, that was scary. Woke me up. Praying the Lord, hey boy, don't put that thing back down. Because I believe in my mind I could have taken the guy. But not when there's, 40, 50 guys on a bike right behind him. On bikes. I'm talking bikes, not just this small little bunch of, I'm talking many people on bikes. So, anyway, that was that. So we struggled, got to an area, we've moved 5 times. Four times, excuse me. 2. We're in a military compound now. We're leaving. Mark King, good morning. They haven't, how's Mr. Mark? They haven't protected the internet because Philippine control and the internet was under American Australia. You could do direct control. Yeah, the internet's just a mess here. Mark, good morning. We'll be home the 21st December this year. High five. I've got a couple friends going there too. We just need some hobbies. I've got quite a few things occupying my time. Boredom and monotony would drive you crazy. Yeah, I tried the hobby thing. I built things. I built cabinets. I I built things. I built tables. I built stuff like that, and realized that I'd done all the building I could build, and I gave what I could give away, gave away. Then I realized that what else am I going to do now? So I bought the tools. I went through 5 drills during that time, a couple skill saws during that time when I was doing it, because they just don't last. So, and no worries. It's okay. You just expect it. And then after I got done with that, I said, okay, well, it's paint. So I painted. Okay, it's done. Okay. Let's get some motorcycles. Let's go up in the mountains. Okay. Hot on the highway. Oh, the heat's incredible. I said, this ain't no fun. I'm more of an air conditioner guy, lean back in a car kind of guy. And I said, and it costs fuel going up those mountains. Let's see. If your wife's still doing the baking business, 13 air, you can help grow the business hands-on. Yeah, our oven died. We found an oven. We haven't bought anything. We're actually just trying to. She still does the cakes. She haven't done any cakes in a while, and luckily some guys really kept her busy in the States financially, and she would do cakes, quite a few cakes for them. But since her oven died, well, the business kind of just cut off, honestly, back about 8 months ago, and she's been trying to find a way back out of the hole because no money. There's people don't have money that they did have. People are really struggling. So she's selling cookies, and she's trying cakes, and she tried all kinds of stuff to sell. There's nobody buying. I told her I'd go to the bus terminal and sell it myself, but we never got to that point. And so because the oven died. So our intention was to sell things, but and since she lost the drive because of the turmoil from that man chasing. I've never experienced anything like that. I've had trouble in my life, believe me, and but I've never experienced. But here you can't control anything. In the States, no worries. I could have handled that. No worries. Here you can't do anything. As a foreigner, you have no rights. You have nothing. The Philippines is only required to protect you, just like they do Filipino in their way. So you can have protection, but only by their means, which means nothing. Okay, if you threaten or whatever, that don't mean anything. So you go down and put a plot against him. I'd really get the guy fired. But anyway, he owns this woman. He owned the woman, and then this and that. And when they own somebody, they own. That's just the way it is here. So Ruth and I just been fighting the battles, and this last month it's been release, and now our goal is to save money. So we're going to take and head back. It's cost. I probably spent $10,000 US. $10,000 US this year because of all that mess. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Trying to go here and go there and do this and do that. I mean, each time I move, it's not like, oh yeah, you can get a couple guys 100 peso to do it. No, you got to get a couple of trucks. And Tom Shipman, a really good friend of mine, helped us move last time. He actually had his family members help us move. And I think if it wasn't for him, I don't know what we would have done. He had the, I don't know. Honestly, Tom Shipman is my hero. He got us out of there fast. He knew the situation we were under, and he got the car, planted it there the night before, late at night, and hid it. We loaded it up, and the next morning I was on the bus. Ruth was with the furniture. That guy came and he unloaded all the furniture by himself, and they set it up in the new house. Incredible. And When I got there, house was set up. It's incredible. Bruce said the house set up. I said, you're kidding me. So Tom took care of us. We, of course, could only take the things that we could close, and you guys know, gas tank and gas and things like that for food. And then we struggled there for a while. Nobody knew it. We struggled. So, you got to pay first, last, security deposit, and you don't get your money back, by the way. They let you stay there, and then you got to pay all the expenses and things like that. But it costs. It costs incredible. So we moved from there to another place, over here to another place, and so we've been moving. Jim Honor, good morning. Hello, Mama. Good morning. How you doing, Mama Ruth? Good morning, Tom. Good morning, all. Kevin and Gemma, good morning. Hi, Daddy. How you doing, my darling? Davo Don, how's my wife do? How you do? Video shooting, editing space takes a lot of time. Also, skin ray, sim car, sim truck, motorbike, wife. Hard to keep up. Yeah, and also I sim race. Yeah, sim truck drive. I'm not a motorcycle guy anymore. I used to be. I was really into motorcycles. I could get on a bike and go and did that for quite a few years. That's the only means of transportation, and I liked it, but I had to stop doing it. Got in an accident. Checking in from Elo Sperling, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Davo Don, is it safe? So how's my wife? Tell me how you do. So how's things there, Mama? I know it's hot here. My internet died this morning. It's all messed up. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's Converge or what. It's great to have good friends around you, though. It really is. Good friends are very important. I've really met some great people. All you guys are great people. Met some great people here. Family, yes. I like to exercise as well, but with injuries, surgeries, pain, considerable, I spent pandemic time taking off muscle because difficult to carry as you age. Yeah, I must have took off all my muscle, then put it all in the fat. I'm kidding. What happened with me was I just been eating too much rice, and I need to change my diet. My diet has controlled a lot of what I do, meaning my diet has influenced me. I can't get the type of foods that I need to drop the weight. I need more protein, and I'm searching for the protein. I bought me some whey protein, and I've been doing the shakes, and I've been making protein bars and things like that in the past, and it worked fairly well for a while. But as you know, you run out of products. We need cranberries, and we had cranberries, and we bought more, and then you needed a couple of things, and it's hard to keep maintaining those. It's not like where you can just go down to the store and buy it. You have to order all that stuff in. Now, in the city here, you can pretty well go to the mall and get whey and some of the stuff here, and it's really cheaper price here than you can buy in Lazada. So I thought about just going and making a bunch of bars. My thing was I was on Metafast for, I don't know, about 6 months, and I dropped a lot of weight, got myself cleaned up, got into exercise more, because when you lose the weight, it gives you the energy so you can exercise, and then when you exercise, it gets you going. And I dropped weight with that. I just ate the protein bars instead of the meals, and it gave me enough that I could get the next step and drop my belly and everything else. And I kept it off for years. I mean, it stayed off for, I don't know, 10 years? I don't know, a long time. I don't exercise much. I'm in the fitness protection program. Hey, Davo, how's things with you? How's shopping? Have you been shopping lately? How's expenses? Hey, how is the how's prices there? What's a dozen eggs cost you? A dozen eggs, a couple of bucks a dozen here. Now you can get them cheaper in the province, 30 eggs. Well, I don't know what my wife's paying for those eggs. I think she's got offline. You online here, darling? You still online? You're off? When she buys eggs, I'm not sure what she pays for them. Good morning, Makoto. How you doing? Sorry about that. The stream kind of went offline, went goofy there for a while. I don't know. Said your stream is connecting, or I don't know. It was a mess. So I have to go. We're going to church. Catch you next time. Okay. Thank you, Scott. See you. Thank you for coming on, my good friend. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless you. Dumagetti, eggs are $300 on average. 30 eggs. So $7 on 30 eggs. So $6. $6. $2. Yeah, right? Two. Okay. It's about what I'm paying. So $2 a dozen. It's okay. I don't know what they are in the States. Mitch sent me a bunch of beautiful pictures. I got to check those again. I got to finish that video. I like doing reps with my beer bottles. Hey, that works, James. If you got, a dude like a buddy of mine does, man. Every time he does a push-up, he takes a sip of beer. And he takes another beer. And he gets it done. He's already finished a case of beer soon. Here at LAC Mall have some good products, but expensive. Yeah. There's a, what is that called? I'm trying to think the name of some of the products that they do. There is a brand of, what am I trying to say? Protein products that you can actually buy here. You're welcome, Tom. God bless you too. 30 jumbo, but rarely really jumbo. Yeah. I understand. Ruth is really good at shopping for the eggs. Being a Filipina, they really know what they're doing there. I just buy them in the SM Mall. It comes in the dozen, the regular thing, and they're large and they're clean, so I don't have to worry about it. And they're usually pretty good eggs. And I don't mind it. I like eggs. I was craving egg salad or chicken salad. I've been watching these food videos, and it's been a no-no for me. I shouldn't do that. Like nachos and making. I was in the tortillas, the food truck tortillas. Those guys slap so much cheese and everything on it. Made me hungry the other day. Now I'm craving that. So I thought about going to the store and getting some of the stuff the other day, and I go in there to find chicken, and I went to smell the chicken. I said, if you don't mind, and of course he's handing it to me. I said, no. I said, just bring it right there, hold it right there, and I can just get close, just within 6 inches of it. I could smell it. So I said, that's okay. It's okay. It's gassy, So I didn't buy any chicken. But they do sell fresh chicken here. I just have to find it. Ruth will find it for us. And I'll make some good tacos or chimichangas or something, I enjoy that type food. Just, one of those things. I wish we had nice big malls here in Duma. We have to travel 5 hours to Bacolod or 5.5 Cebu City to have a real nice mall experience. Yeah, I understand. I understand. The CDO has some beautiful malls. They have, it's a beautiful area. I like CDO better than I do Davao. Davao has beautiful malls. Honestly, I don't like the traffic in Davao. One time I would have moved to Davao. I wouldn't move to Davao personally. And I wouldn't live in the outskirts of Tagum. I wouldn't go into the areas. It's still too heavy traffic. What you need to get, you better get it at 3-4 in the morning. Go get there, because it's busy. It took us 4 hours, 4 hours just to get out of town. It's just a very busy area. And it's getting worse. Everybody's going there. CDO, busier too. A lot of people are moving here, and so, and these people are coming down out of the mountains, moving everywhere. But in these cities are just growing. It's incredible. But growth, it can be good, it can be bad. Because what it does is causes poverty in areas that there wasn't poverty before, because growth is going over here. So anyway, downtown SM here in the Iola Mall and the Gaisano Malls, Gaisano's been there forever. You can tell the building's been there probably 60 or 80 years. That mall is okay, but old. It's just old. And the Iola and the SMs are always new. The one I really enjoy is SM over Red Planet. That's my favorite mall. That is the mall. It's not big. It's not huge. It's clean. I can bring the dog in there. I can maneuver around in there fine. It's not always busy because it's more of a pricey mall. And so you see a lot of Filipino, but you don't see as you do if you go to some of the other malls. So those malls are packed, and I mean packed. And of course, there's no seating. If you want to sit, you have to sit at a restaurant. And that time is limited. You can't just go sit anywhere. There's no seating anywhere. As you know why. And there's no trash cans anywhere. They don't keep trash cans. They don't keep seating. It's like they want you to visit the mall, do your business, go eat food, and get out. That's what their intent is. They don't want you to loiter around the mall. Even though people just sit on the floor. Sometimes there's a line of 6 or 8 or 10 people on the floor. The guards will come by and make them get up. It could be an elderly guy. They make him get up. So there's just no seating. It's sad. It's really sad. Chicken goes bad really fast. It does. It's like, you're right about that. Salmonella digs into that really fast. I'm an old butcher back in the day, and I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember my old boss used to say, just take some bleach. I said, I'm not doing it. I don't give a crap. He goes, no, just wash it with bleach. I said, you're just masking the salmonella. You know, I'm the owner of the IGA. I work for IGA. I said, I'm not doing it. I wouldn't do it. He'd get somebody else to do it. He said, well, go do this. He made me go do something else. But I was the butcher. It's like, that was the old days of box beef. You guys remember, before swinging beef, hanging beef. Those big old cows coming in there. Food prices here are higher than back in U.S. for most things. Meat is a little cheaper. Yes, James, you're exactly right. Food prices are higher. A lot more expensive here than they are in the States. Considerably. Water's 15 times more costly here than it is in USA. You can go buy a case of water for 150 peso. Case of water for 150 peso. In the States, 24. Guess what you can buy a case? You can't buy cases here. But for 150 peso, I don't remember what we pay for a big bottle of water a day. It's expensive. But water is 15 times more expensive here than it is in USA. Yeah, 150 pesos for a case of water in the States. Mitch Bromwell sent me pictures. They have 24-pack water, $3 at Winn-Dixie. I bought some bean burritos from an import store. Now my wife is in love with them. I love them scrambled eggs. Yeah, I love them too. Hey, Joe, I love it. It's really, really tasty, really good, right? They had a flavored tortillas, like tomato and other, and I bought a bunch of those. Not here, I can't find them here, but I find them over in Valencia City at my old house. And I take those, put scrambled eggs in them, and then add what cheese we could find, their version of cheese. And sometimes if we had some extra meat, beef or something like that. Beef is just outrageous here. For us, it's $3.50 a pound here, where we get it. And $3.50 a pound. And it's the cuts still have the grain. They cut it wrong. It still has the silt in it. I didn't think the word silt. So it's tough meat. I make decent taco salad using Doritos instead of corn chips. Doritos, yeah. I haven't done that yet. I got to get to 7-Eleven and get me some Doritos. They don't have them in the store. 7-Eleven's the only thing I can find Doritos at for me. And I even look for them at SM. They don't have them. They have their version. And I need to find some good beef or chicken. I'm still on the hunt for that. In fact, I don't even think we've even had. I'm trying to think if we've even had beef or chicken. We've had chicken. I don't think we've had beef here in CDL since we've been here for 3-4 months. 4 months. I don't think. Yeah, we haven't. Oh, we did. I bought half a kilo, and we couldn't eat it. I had to throw it away. Yeah, it's just horrible. Are you headed back? I was thinking about that pretty short live. Speaking of chicken, I'm off to Jollibee to grab 6-piece, one of the great explorers of the Philippines. Art Park, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna head back. If the Lord's willing, creeks don't rise. I'm trying to gather up and get my things together and get over there. And I have my friend Tom Shipman and Dave, another good friend of mine, Dave Forgot. He's gonna help me there, and I'm heading to Florida to kind of get things situated for my family. I'm going early and find a job and keep busy. Put some money in the bank. Some are saying that there will be a big decrease home price in the internet foreclosure homes. Yeah, I know, Mark. I can see that coming. There will be on the market, be a few people. Yeah, I saw that, Mark. My friend recommended moving to Tagum yesterday. I had to reject that. It's, as you said, it's crowded by traffic and hotel prices are really high. Yeah, people are saying, well, go to Tagum. Tagum? It's like, yeah, okay. But I couldn't, me being around and doing that, it's like, I couldn't believe it that people would tell me that it's okay. It is okay, but it's just traffic is so hectic. It took us 40 minutes just to go a couple kilometers when we were there. Why? Why go through that hassle? I'm not in New York City, right? And then the meter, no big deal, but you see the meter just every 15 seconds or something, it just goes up 2 peso, 3 peso, 3 peso, and it adds up. Still be able to buy yet. I saw a news clip about pre-seasoned chicken. When I was a kid, they explained the chicken was going bad and being masked by seasons. I never bought it since. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. If you see pre-seasoned chicken in some of the stores, whatever stores, Publix, Winn-Dixie, whatever, that's exactly what they do. So they season it up really good to mask the smells, and then you go grill it, barbecue it, whatever. And you see barbecue chicken, or maybe some chicken that's already barbecued, ready to go. It's chicken that's a little old, and they mask it up. That was a trade we used to do years ago to keep. The same thing for beef, to make a sale, and you put it down really cheap, like 50 cents a skewer or whatever, and sell it and get it out of there. And they're cooking it that night. Not it's going to kill anybody, but it helps do it. There is, you can take baking soda and you can wash your chicken with. Now, that's what Ruth does here. She washes all her chicken with baking soda and then really washes it really well. And then, as you know, all that juice is going down the drain into the catch bin outside in the ground, which we have a big catch bin. It's like a septic. And I told her, I said, whatever you do, go take some of that bleach and at least put 2 tablespoons down the drain when you do that all the time, and it will keep that from having a bad odor. And it does. That's true. Never buy that. That's true. It's true. How long will you stay in the U.S.? How long do you have to work there? Stay in touch. People love channel video lives. Well, Ark, it'll be a while for I to get there. I'm thinking maybe January I will come. I was hoping December, but I don't know. I have to see how we're hanging on our funds before I take out of here. Then once I go, I will work. I will get a job, buy a car, and get a job, and then hang up, put some money in the bank, and then see how we're doing with our visas and see what's going on there, and then come back here or stay there, whatever. But hopefully our visas get done within a reasonable amount of time soon. And I'm expecting it soon. Okay, that's the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. So if it's not, if it's okay, it's not the end of the world. I'll have money in the bank. And this move for me traveling around has cost us a lot. So I'm trying to think of ways that I can actually build that income back up. And it's sad to say that something like that can really change your life, and it changed our life. So no matter how much money you have, I don't care if you have 100 grand in the bank, that can disappear fast. So I'm going to be there probably, whatever the Lord says, and help survive, help grow, help better. Because even a friend of mine yesterday was telling me, he says, Tom, I started a job yesterday, and I said, you did? I didn't think you were working. He says, I'm sitting around the house. He said, I'm bored to heck, even in the States. I said, what are you doing? He says, I'm working down at the local bowling alley. I said, what are you doing at the bowling alley? He says, I kind of like a guard. Somebody needs help, say, I have a wheelchair, need this, need that. He said, I'm there. They're paying me $19 an hour. I said, what? He goes, yeah, they're paying me $19 an hour at the local bowling alley. I get 40 hours a week. I said, 40 at $20 an hour, that's $800 a week. He goes, yeah. He goes, I don't do anything. I sat in the chair most of the time. He said, they just want somebody to monitor the door, make sure everybody's okay, need help out of the car, you go help them out of the car, because, there's many families bring their family bowling in wheelchairs, and they watch, and this, that, and the other. And I said, oh my goodness. So that's what he does for $19 an hour. And he's my age, he's 68. I want one of those jobs. Not saying I get one. But at $800 a week, minus, well, I don't know, he's 68, I don't even know if they take taxes out. So I don't know how that works. But whatever that is, it's okay. Take that money, put it in the bank, and you have extra. Ice Blue, long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. Ultimately, when you end up whatever you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, that's how I look at things. Yeah. I look at things like that too, Punky Joe. It's like, I want here, I want to do this, but the Lord may be telling me to do this, and I end up doing this, and it may be this. So it's kind of out of my hands. I'm planning on it. We had, I think it was the other day, two guys were telling me, he said, if you come now, I can get you a job. I said, okay. I reached out to some people. You guys probably don't know, it's called Dan's Fan City. They sell fans. They sell fans, ceiling fans. And he said, if you come now, I told him the true story. Truth. I mean, why lie to your potential boss, right? He says, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone that will show up, help me at the store. When I'm gone, I don't have to worry about it. You can take care of it. I'll pay you $18 an hour, 40 hours a week. Well, add that up. He said, then, after 3 months, I'll pay you more than that. I'll pay you $20 an hour, and I'll give you commission on top of all of it for selling fans. And this is in Orlando. I said, really? He goes, if the job is still available when you get here, you're hired. If you don't, because I had a long conversation with the guy. If you don't, if you're not here and I got somebody here, you don't get the job. I said, fair enough. How can I beat that? He goes, I got one better than that. He said, I'll give you dental and eye care too. I go, what? He goes, no, hey, I'm a good guy. I'll give you dental eye care for you and your wife and your daughter. I go, what? He goes, I'll give it to you. I go, oh, geez, Louise, are you kidding me? He goes, no. He said, get this. I'll give you a morning break and an afternoon break and a lunch break. And he starts laughing. He goes, no, seriously. He says, I will take care of you as far as insurance. And we got a 401k, matching 401k. So if you put in X amount of dollars, we'll match it. Up to $2,000. I said, don't have to worry about that. But I said, it's okay. Well, it's okay. He said, we got a full benefit program. He goes, we just need honest, true people that can honestly, if it says $149.99, you ring it up in a register $149.99, and you hit the button, and then you hit the tax button, and it's $164. Then they give you a credit card, you scan it, and it says yes or no on the screen, and you hit yes, and it's done. You don't know how many people, he said, I've taught that to, that 30 years old, they can't even run. I had a man in here, supposed to be a business major, that couldn't even run a cash register. I said, okay, if that job's still available, I'll come. I will knock on the door. I said, I'll be on the plane. And I wanted to get on the plane tomorrow because it's just opportunity. But then I don't have a place to stay. I don't have a car. I don't have anything. But I'm going to buy a car, and I'm going to, I have a place to stay. Now, today. Tom, that's one more thing's going on right now in the U.S. There are many banks now you can't even be able to get your money. Yeah, let me say something about that. I've been doing some research about that. A lot of the banks that can't get your money, what banks that you can't get your money on? Tell me what banks there are, Mark, and I have an answer to that. Tell me what bank is denying people their money. Really? I mean, I want to know. Some other guy not being deposited in your bank account. Is it just a mishap? Is it just communication? Is it a computer glitch? I got to tell you, all of it's guaranteed anyway. Don't matter. You'll get your money. The government will make sure you always get your money, if you deposit it in the bank or not. You just need to make sure it's a main bank. If it's you got a bank, just go to community bank. Or don't go to a bank at all. Go cash your check at their bank. Keep cash. I did that before for years. I have 3 banks. If those 3 banks go out, I just keep cash. I'm in Elo, close to several malls, but I want the Oceanside and close to malls, shopping and restaurants. I wanted to. I really have this atmosphere in my mind that I want to go to the beach and I want to live on the beach. I want to have the comforts of Western lifestyle, and I want to have this and this and this. I've been unable to find that in all the places that I've been, and unable to find all 3 things. They'll have 1 or 2, but they won't have the 3rd for me. And I've looked and I've been asking people that I know, oh yeah, Tom, now if you come up here to Behold, but they don't have number 3. Guess what number 3 is? The ease of access of getting around and have the Western type or lifestyle type foods. Just a good pizza maybe, or good taco, or something. None of that's built. So I can get a beach. I can get a beach house over here and have all this, that, and other, and walk on a beach every morning. I need, sometimes you just need a little more. Dental is incredibly high in the States. I love a good dental plan. Yeah, dental is always been expensive. You guys ever notice? Remember that it's very expensive. I need to go to the dentist now, and I'm thinking about heading over to Brahma this week to go get my tooth fixed. I think that is key. If you can get a good dental plan, it's worth just staying there, work for the company, just to get your teeth worked on. I think that's where U.S. is failing, is that insurance. But here, there's health-wise, you don't want to be here 70 years old and then go to the hospital here. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what, the hospitals are great. Okay. Wait till you get sick. I found that out. Honestly, I found that out. I had scabies. Simple thing. Misdiagnosed 3 times. The fourth doctor was my doctor now. Yeah, I know, we got a bunch of goofballs. So that's what he called them. He called them goofballs. This is many different state. When I was in my assistant in New York State earlier this year, the local municipality was willing to pay to watch my mother with dementia. Wow. It does vary. And you know what, Makoto? 23 an hour. I mean, to be honest with you, that's for me personally. For me personally, that's really good money. I mean, even when I left the States, working my butt off, and did you guys know you get in the 50s, late 50s, jobs just don't knock on your door. But I'm seeing that there's so many opportunities for the guys my age that people are looking for, because they're looking for people that will stick to it and they can depend on, that they won't raid the register, you know? So 23 an hour is pretty good money. And 20 an hour, 15 an hour is okay with me. You know, take 15, and even if you can get 30, 40 hours a week, it's okay. It's okay. That's good money. I was thinking about I was thinking about starting in Florida. That's where I know the most. Anywhere in Central Florida, from Orlando to Tampa. That's my stomping grounds. It's Central Florida. Jack's included. You can go down to Titusville where Mitch lives, all the way across. Even to Fort Myers. I mean, that's all my stomping grounds. Miami's okay. I didn't even work in Miami. I had a job offer working in Miami, guys. And I talked to the guy, Latino, and working at a beach store where they sell sunglasses and dresses and skirts. The store is about 1,000 square feet, and he was going to pay $22 an hour to start. He's looking for someone my age that's not really staring at the South Beach girls and trying to date them, and looking for not Latino, looking for an American, like white. He said, because you're going to have people from all over coming in, you know. And he said, I need someone that I can depend on. And I'll pay you $23 an hour to start. Same thing, I get full benefits. The benefits was full insurance, food was included, because he owns a restaurant, and something else, dental and hospitalization, something else. Well, food, but what was it? Something else. Anyway, there's other benefits. Oh, commission. You get commission on what you sell. If you sell. If somebody comes in and want to buy a bathing suit, and they want to pay $250 for a bathing suit, because he said that's the average sale is for a bathing suit there, and they sell it, you get commission on that. And he said they sell tons of them, because, you know, people are rich there. Good morning, Tim D. How you doing? Good to see you, Tim. They did not really say on the news, yeah. Most of the time you'll find that I hear a lot of stuff that people are saying stuff, Mark, and because you and I are always honest with each other, and you and I are always straight up, and we talk to each other all the time. And a lot of these guys say that stuff, and I find that they're lying. Not you, but these people. And this guy messaged me, oh, the USA is falling apart. And I remember a buddy of mine, Gary Lafferty, who writes on there, it's all a lie. USA's not falling apart. I'm here. It's fine. What's falling apart? What's falling apart? I'm in Elo, very close to malls, but I want to be Oceanside, close to malls, restaurants, yeah. One bank that I think is Wells Fargo, one bank I'll never bank with, always no bad bank from there. I took over the bank when I was banking at. I have Wells Fargo, and it usually does pretty good for me. They just are someone I've dealt with. They bought out a bank that I used to have. I've been lucky so far. They've not done anything to me. In fact, when my check goes in, it shows 3 days before. It does. And I can gain access to it, where I used to couldn't before. So, I can pull money out if I want to. So I get my check on the 3rd, and it shows like the 28th or 29th, if even 31 days. I can pull money out if I need it. Dude, I had scabies at boot camp. It was pure misery. The only good thing I saw, I had my own latrine stall. Never had to wait to do my business. That's the best thing, having your own latrine stall. Yeah, that's nothing better than having that, right? I tell you what, them dang scabies wore me out. They were so bad on my whole body that the first doctor said, go put this cream on it. Didn't work. Second doctor says, go do this. It's a rash. It's internal, your foods. The third doctor I went to says, here, you need permethrin. It's a little bottle about like this, costs $5 a bottle. I spent probably, $300-$400 on these stupid bottles. But anyway, I bought a bunch, like 15 of those bottles. $2.50, $5. Because one a day. And Ruth had it. Ruth had it bad. So I put that on my body. It's all white and everything. And oh, it feels so good. Those little scabies, they're little mites, little crabs, or whatever you want to call them. And they burrow in your skin. And so when you scratch it, you say you scratch your face right here, and they go there. They lay their eggs there. Or they lay the eggs here. And before you know it, they're all over your whole body. And I caught it from a child. Bless, you know how they bless like this? That's how I caught it. So it took me 6 months to get rid of that thing. I went back to the doctor one time for blood work, and he says, you still have scabies. I go, yeah. I said, there's no more cream. It's all gone. They don't sell it anymore. He said, it's a pandemic, Tom. It's a pandemic here in the Philippines. And I said, well, why can't you have more cream? He goes, it's not me. I said, you know what I did? I put vinegar on it. I went online, it says use vinegar, and it works. He goes, really? I go, yeah. Anything acidic. I said, I went and bought like a gallon jug of vinegar, put it, started pouring that stuff on me. He goes, I said, it worked. It got rid of them. Well, I smelled like a pickle walking around on the street, but it worked. He died laughing. This Filipino's dying laughing. He says, pickle? I go, yeah, pickles. You know, like you eat cucumber pickle? You eat? He goes, oh yeah, it's vinegar. Yeah, I had your own latrine. Man, that's nice. Doctors here don't want diagnosis. They mean don't know. Tim, I gotta tell you. Guy looks at me and goes, what's wrong with you? I said, I got something, I'm itching. He goes, you got a rash. Okay. Here, give me 500 pesos. So I gave him 500. Okay. Go get the medicine or rub it on. I go, let's not go back to him. Who was that guy? She goes, I don't know. So we go to the next guy. He goes, huh. I know what it is. Give me 1,000 pesos. I think he was 1,000 or 1,200. Okay. Walk away. No good. Third guy goes, give me nothing. This is what you need. Go. I go, nothing? He goes, nothing. You're my doctor from now on. He didn't charge me a dime. Why didn't he charge me a dime? I don't know. Even when I go there, he don't charge me much at all. I had blood work and everything done. Check my, blood pressure and check my blood work. Check my, all the stuff they do in the blood work. And he said I was okay, 100% okay. So, Joseph, never cancel Part B. You will never know what's going to happen next. Joseph Kepper. I am so glad you mentioned that. So guess what, Joseph? What am I to do if I don't have anything? I didn't sign up for any of that. What am I to do when I go to the States? Tell me, Joseph. How you doing? I've been disappointed in most hospitals here, but Ace Medical looked pretty caring when I was in need. I won't vouch for anyone else. I understand, Puppy Joe. I understand. I've had my time with the. I've not been in the hospital, but no, I've not spent the night in the hospital. I've been to the hospital, but I've not spent the night in the hospital. I don't want to. Yeah, Ace Medical. I never made more than $13 an hour for any job in the military duty. Understand that. I made some money, but the last probably 10 years, 8 years, I mean, most I made was $14, $15 an hour. And that's it. Of course, I worked for iPhone. They gave me a car, so that added. Gave me a credit card, but I could only spend like this amount, for gas and for food. But gave me a phone, but had free internet. It gave me of course, phone had it, hotspot, but it gave me a free modem for the house. Tom, it's not bad, as everyone keeps saying it's bad here, and yes, it's true. How can you live? Yeah, Mark, you prove it by living on 1,100, buddy. I tell you, I'm proud of you. And what can I say? You're a proven fact that you can live on $1,100 a month. I not be able to live. Yeah. Well, there you go. I lived on 1,100. I mean, not on purpose. It's just that's what my bills were when I moved here. Mine was 1,100. That's all it was. That's all the bills I had. So I mean, I didn't know for a car. I lived in an RV. I had gas from time to time in the RV, but van. But really, overall, I didn't have insurance. Insurance stuff like that. Insurance on the RV and insurance in the van, and that's it. But it's usually just one policy. I mean, it was $150 a month for both, and I had insurance, health insurance. It depends on which part of the U.S. you're different. Different parts of different problems, falling apart, pain in the ass. You know what, Rick? I gotta say that I didn't notice it in Buffalo or New York or Rochester, any of those areas when I was there. I didn't notice it from the Carolinas down. And I'm talking about North and South Carolina. If you cut across there, Tennessee, everything's fine, all the way down to Florida and all across to Texas. I didn't go past Texas, but I didn't notice anything any different or any change or anything other than it was glorious. Perfect? No. But it was not a lot of, everybody's saying it's like crime and people living in streets and cars and it's so horrible. And it's like, well, where? And people say the cities are dying and these country towns are dying. I'm driving in these country towns, it's beautiful. I'm going in Georgia, I'm going Douglas, I'm going Tifton, I'm going all these areas as I'm driving through these communities, Savannah, and in the Carolinas, as you know, Raleigh and all that, just driving around, and it was fine. But maybe in areas like in the Midwest, I don't know, or out in California, maybe. But I have, man, there's probably 4 or 5 guys I know in California that just say it's just normal. Prices going up and problems, but it's normal. But they make good money. Army doctors diagnosed correctly on the bat. Probably saw it before steroid cream took care in a few weeks. Yeah, we couldn't get any steroid cream here. Can't get nothing here. They ran out of that pyrethrin because there's an epidemic at that particular time. Everybody had it. And I happened to be one of the ones that had it. And I bought all they had. And they never got any more. And Ruth and I struggled with that for a long time. I mean, we struggled. We had clean sheets and everything else. It actually made me sick. That caused infection in my body. I went back to the doctor and he says, "Man, you're sick. You 70% of your body's infected." I go, "Well, I'm not feeling that well." I said, "Scabies?" He goes, "I guess, Tom." He says, "You got fever?" He says, I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I've never seen this, but I guess it's the only thing I can figure because he says, your liver and your kidneys are fine." He said, "How you going to the restroom at night? Are you going like 3 or 4 times a night?" I said, "No, I'm going, just one, unless I drink after 7. Yeah, Well, your kidney seems to be okay, your function." He says, "You need more exercise." I said, "Well, okay." Vinegar, I'm surprised they didn't recommend Vicks ointment. My wife, or Vaseline. Rub, you burn yourself, go put Vaseline on it. You cut yourself, go put Vaseline on it. Your nose bleeds. Go put Vaseline on it. I know. I know. A friend of mine says, go put Vicks on it. I go, no, I'm not putting Vicks on it. That's true. I like that one video about mosquitoes. That was a really good video, Mark. I really liked it. Doctors want to have guaranteed, yeah, they do. They want to have that guaranteed returning patients. You're right at that, Tim. You're exactly right. You can certainly live over there $1,000 a month if you're not a womanizer drinker. Yeah, you sure can. You really can. No worries. Yeah. It's true. You can. People say you can't. You can. When I first got here, because things were really cheap back then, I could live on $500. This is cheap, man. We had no rent. We had nothing. The only thing I was buying was food. Food was, gosh, cheap. Well, a canned good now, 6-ounce cans over $1 here. So back then when I first came, you could buy it for probably less than 30 cents. I have a good hospital here, Medical City Clark. They give me a run around. Yeah, I understand that. How about 1900? No worries. You could easily live in 1900 Viking. Oh, it's no worries. That you'd be like living like a king. You could hire you a couple of maids if you needed to. These vloggers said otherwise. They say if you don't have 15 a month, you'll be eating like the locals and not afford to travel like a girl with less. I know. You know, you can live. I suggest that people come here with at least 15 a month, okay? If you don't have 15, it's how you live. If you want to, the key is this: your rent. Your rent. Are you going to rent? You're going to bill. You're going to bill, okay? Rent cheap. Rent for 100. Just rent for 100. There's no reason in the world you can't find a place for $100. 200 tops. 200 tops. I'm renting this house for 100. It's 3-story, $100. 120, excuse me, 6,000 pesos, 120 bucks. Last place I rented was $100. I rented a house in Davos, $100. Nice house too. Couldn't show it, but it's like, but you could rent a nice house, or even a condo for a couple $100, and you'll be fine. A couple $100, and then your food, and then whatever else you want to do, and then your costs, like if you have credit card debt or whatever. That's it. You get a motorcycle or a car, that's where your expenses come in, but you gotta, mode of transportation. Get you a motorcycle. You can get a motorcycle for $1,000. You want a good motorcycle, you're gonna spend $2,000-3,000 for a good motorcycle or more. I mean, Pumpkin Joe's got a beautiful bike. I think he's got an NMAX. Beautiful bike. And Pumpkin Joe, if my foot started slipping on those foot pedals, and I'm driving down and I'm doing 50 kilometer and my foot, it's raining and my feet are slipping off that thing, imagine that slipping off and you hit your foot on the ground and it's slippery. And you can turn that bike in a second. You know what I'm talking about. So I'd get rid of those foot pedals. I know you did. Yeah, you can. Are you automatically signed up for minimum Medicare like I was? You can check. We're looking. They're not taking it out of my check. I don't even know what to do. I was hoping maybe Joseph could help me with that. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll go to Social Security Administration and ask them when I get there what the best thing to do is. There's an office right there by Walmart. I'll just go ask them. If they're when you issue Kentucky, yeah, I can. I just go ask them. Viking, yeah, good money. Certainly, it's good money. 1,100 is more than enough for your needs. Yes, Vikings spend about 400 to take care of a few families. Yeah, true. It's cost about if you take there. Where I live in Central Virginia, we had riots. My family's far from Shopee being a Christian too. Really? Huh. Yeah, I don't know riots being a Christian. Fired from the job because being a Christian? Wow. Well, they'd fire me then because I say amen, praise the Lord all the time or something. But we didn't have that. We didn't have that mess. I never had that mess before. They have it now. I don't know. But the guys tell me that I've talked to on the phone, and FaceTime and on WhatsApp when I'm talking to the guy. He said the other day, the Latino from Miami, South Beach, it's beautiful there. He says, yeah, I'm just looking for somebody to show up. He said, you open the store at 9 in the morning. And he said, you'll be open the store at 9 if you were here. And you would close the store at 9 at night. I'm not asking you to close the store. He says, I have someone else for that. I want you to work from 9 to 5 every day and just sell, sell, sell. And then the other guy comes in at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock and he works the rest of the shift and he'll help you. And he's another retired guy. And that's where the guy got the idea. Well, the guy don't care if you're Christian or non-Christian. He says, man, I just want somebody to show up and do the job. Same thing at Dan's Fan City. He goes, I don't care. I don't care if you are 10 feet tall or 4 feet wide. I could care less. I need somebody. And that's what he said. I don't care. I need someone that I can trust. So apparently, I guess there's a need there for that in the States all of a sudden. Trusting. You know, I have sent you so many videos. I don't want to do them. Yeah, I know. You sent me so many, I can't keep up with them either. One you sent me twice. With the exchange rate so high, everything is more expensive. Yeah, it is. It's more expensive, and it's more and more and more cost. Hey, it's what's weird. 117 on, 117 likes. You know, with this $1,100 a month, I'm only spending payment less than $500 a month. Wow. I just rent there. It's half my money. Yeah, I understand that, Viking. You come here and you can rent for a couple $100. $100. I'm staying in the house. I got aircon. It's my aircon. You go buy your window unit for $150. Put it in a window. Then do your thing. It's there's plenty of places to rent. And don't think there's not. Don't let anybody tell you you need $2,000-$3,000. You can come here. You can live. You can go buy you a tuk-tuk or go buy you a motorcycle and enjoy your life, and don't let anybody tell you any different. You'll have to figure out the food situation, though, Christian. The food situation. You have to figure that out. So you may need, if you got particular foods that you like, you may need to ship some here or have some shipped to you from time to time in cans or whatever. Because you may find it might be a problem for you. Because I went to the store the other day where I buy my particular canned goods. That I guess the stock didn't come in, so they had substituted that whole aisle with sardines. Well, you know how much I love sardines right now. I'm tired of them. Well, the whole aisle was sardines. I mean, they must have had 100 cases of sardines out of the cases stacked on that aisle. I said, where's all the canned goods? Sir, we're out of stock. Out of stock? You must have had, 5,000 cans. I don't know what they did with them. I guess they sold them. I said, you got them coming in? Yeah, next week. Okay. No, I want to, try to find something there. But even when they have it there, it's not there. So you gotta, if you see it, buy 10 of it. The cost of living is different, everyone. It all depends on lifestyle. You're exactly right. The expat that passed lived on $550 a month. His problem was no savings, so when he got sick. So he lived good on $550. Yeah. That is the major problem. And honestly, I'm heading back for that reason, too. If I got sick and I needed 50 grand, no way. I mean, how many guys right now can pull out 50 grand out of your bank? If you got sick. If you're not able to do that, you might think seriously about the situation that you're in. Because if you get sick, I don't care what age you are, you can get sick at 60. If you don't have 50 grand in the bank to pull from. And I've talked this with a lot of the vloggers too, not just me, people like Bud and some of the other guys. I've talked this, and that's their concern. They're no different. We're all the same. Oh, sure, you may have, few grand in the bank and some savings, this, that, and other, and you got pension coming in. But at the end of the day, if you don't have 20 grand or 10 grand in the bank, if you have 10 grand in the bank and that's all you have, and you get sick and it's gone, who's going to take care of your wife the rest of the years if you die? Or say you have 50 grand and you're not, it's great and it's on over here, but the hospital bill, and these hospital bills are increasing considerably. It's not like you can go in anymore and get out of there with 2-3 grand. 2-3 grand is nothing. I mean, look at Rike. What did it cost him for his appendicitis there? 4 or 5K. Here in town in Marama, you can get it done for 3. So, or 2. So you can kind of see. So if you're in an area and they want to charge you a large amount of money, which they do, they go up on bills if you have white skin there or foreigner. It gives you the ability that you're not gonna, you're gonna say to yourself, it's like, that 10 grand's not gonna be enough, or that 20 grand's not gonna be enough, because if I die today, how's she gonna have enough money to make it through? Oh man, she can't make it 2 years or 3 years without me here. What am I gonna do? If I'm gone, I don't care about her. She'll fend for herself, right? That's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. Well, no, if you have kids, you're gonna worry about the kids, right? So you say, so 50 grand. I might need to go back to States, and that's what happens. But don't think that quite a few guys didn't leave for that reason. Of course they did. And to get back with their families. You can easily rent 100, 200 a month. You won't be in the tourist cities. You can see on YouTube living close enough. Yeah, you're right. He has an NMAX 155 VMAX 300cc. See, that's nice, Joe. That's a nice bike. Yes, I have family can send me stuff. I miss some things. Yeah, you're going to miss. You know, it could be. Because Viking, if you're in Norway, there's certain foods that you like. Maybe certain cans of, I don't know, whatever that is. Or certain flavorings or seasonings that you're not going to have. You're not going to find them here. You're just not going to find them. You can search on Lazada all you want. And don't think Lazada is going to be your answer. It can be. But sometimes you'll pay double, triple, quadruple for the same item. People saying you need $3,000 a month. Yeah. And you know what, Tim? Those guys are crazy. $3,000 a month living in the condos. No way. No way. I see someone $1,100 because they do not own anything. Yeah, making payments. Yeah, it's true. They have so much debt. It's true. That's true, Rick. You're right. Twice. I get some smaller stuff. Like takes about 2 weeks. I get my girlfriend, I pay for her to give her own beauty salon. She makes money after expenses. See, that's good, Tim. So if something happened to you, she'd be set. Ruth could do cakes, but I got to tell you, that business is so volatile. It's not something that you could want to depend your life on. A beauty salon would be. But something that she do. So I'd rather give her a future that she can draw her own Social Security. Same thing with R. Let her have her own Social Security. And have them have a better life, a longer life, you know. I think it would help them more. Because I don't want them to stress. I stress enough as it is for everybody. I'm a worry wart. Gotta go. Yeah, breakfast time with the family. Nice live. Yeah, see ya. See ya. Thanks for coming on, Pumpkin Joe, and spending your valuable time. If I'm any place southeast, I would not get anything that's 300cc. Yeah, the 300 is good. That bike that he has, that's one I would buy. It's got a good bike. Let's see, remember I had cancer before I got here. My out-of-pocket cost about $5,500 total. It's at least $1.5 million. Wow, Rick. $5,500 out of pocket. Wow. And that was in the States. Yeah. How you doing now? You look good, by the way. You look really good. Captain Billy Jack, good to see you, my good friend. Good to see you, Captain Billy. So, how you feeling? Hopefully you're feeling well. There's nothing worse than having that, Rick. I mean, I hope you're doing good. Hey there, Tom. Health concerns, think Philippines is a major concern. That's one of my reasons I went from Philippines to Thailand. Gcash concern, health is always a concern. Cash is concerned. I'm sorry, it's cash. Always concerned healthcare, but always a lack of a doctor's. Yes, 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 Jack. You are so right. In the States, it's better to own than to rent. High five. Yes, it is, Captain Billy. It sure is. I don't know if Tim's still here. Not Tim. Excuse me. T.L. Roy, you still here? Hey, Captain. Need to work at least 10 years to get best in Social Security. Yeah. They told us 5. Social Security told us 5. So she's there 5 years working. No worries. All it takes is 5 years. And get this, Tim, she can work there for 6 months, come here for 6 months. It's counted. I mean, she's got 6 months on the book. Go back and work there 2 months, come back here, it's counted as 8 months. So it's counted in the system. So it's not like you got to stay there. You can come back and forth, back and forth. She just has to work 5 years total. And then she can start on the system. And of course, she's going to have a green card when she hits the ground anyway. So, and then she can go to work immediately. Billy Jack. I had good insurance, healthcare savings account. It wasn't expensive, about $140 a month. I had a healthcare savings account. Yeah, I love that thing. And you're right, those things are nice. I had that with iPhone, and it's okay. Actually, when I left, I had money in there, and I forget. Yeah, 5 years only get your Social Security account. That's all she needs. Yeah, 5 years. That's all she needs. 5 years. No, 5 years to get her. Not on my account. She don't need my account. My account's nothing. 5 year work. 5 years of work is all she needs to do to not be on my account, but to. That's what Social Security lady told me. So, well. A couple other guys, Claude's there with his wife. She's working, so it's 5 years for her. She's got now Social Security. So, statistics now say dollar for dollar better to rent than mortgage rates, property tax, cost, maintenance. Yeah, I said to the lady at Social Security when I was talking to her about it, I said, so it's just 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. I mean, working job. Having a job. And then she says after a period of time you'll see it on the account, because she'll have a Social Security number, because she'll get a Social Security number when she gets there. So I said okay. So because she'll have a job, so we'll just have to finish that up. And I forget what it was cost wise. It wasn't that much to get that started for her, and I think it'll be good for her, just so she can have it. Yeah. And not only that, she gets to have the experience there with working and surviving and understanding the culture and all that stuff. And, yeah. But the lady was really adamant about that. Good morning, Miss Mars. How you doing this morning? How are things with you? Yeah, I was so happy that she could do that for 5 years. The Claude says that his wife started working immediately, and now she's doing Social Security. She's been there on and off working now 5 years. So. Hello. Remember all this happened when COVID shut down? So I went from diagnosis to treatment within 2 weeks. It was crazy fast. I tell you what, Rick. I remember that, and I had forgotten that, and I remember all of that, and I'm glad you're doing well. And it's so good to see you doing well. I remember all that. I was worried there for a while. I'll go for a bit. Won't pay like $1K to $5K rent when you can buy an $800 mortgage. I'm glad that both my homes are paid off. I can rent out. Yeah, you are Captain Billy. And you know what? You're in a good situation, and I'm happy for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. So, Mars saying hi to everybody. Yeah, in fact, Ruth and I. That is the reason why I'm taking her to the States, Tim D. That is exactly the reason why I'm taking her to the States. So she can work and she can enjoy. And if she gets mad at Daddy and wants me to sleep on the couch, it's okay. I am good. They're my girls no matter what. Thick or thin, they're my girls. And all the work she does and all the work she's doing now, she is one of the hardest workers. She's tearing apart that house over there. She showed me what she did. She's just incredible. I could not ask for a better wife. Yeah. It's like my brother was also stating that he's tried to find a part-time job and he found one, but it didn't suit his needs, right? It's more of a setting position working in a furniture store, so he didn't like it. But they were paying him $18 an hour also, just setting the furniture store, selling furniture. He said, I got bored. I said, well, you're making $18 an hour and you're bored. Who cares? But you complain about money all the time, but yet he's getting the max Social Security can give. He's okay financially. So, how's Miss Mars doing? Nice to see you, Miss Mars. Yeah, I had a stream going this morning, man, and then all of a sudden it just died and kicked off, and I don't know what happened to it. It was doing good, and then it just died on me. House payment. There's TL Roy. I was wondering where you at. I was going to ask you a question. House payment in the U.S. only $400. Insurance tax on the house $600. Some things you can't control. Yeah. So that is what's killing everybody, is those taxes. Right, TL? So how you doing? Will you hurry up and get your RV park built, please? I might need a place to stay on that RV park. TL Roy was actually in our neck of the woods. Had to go back. I miss seeing him. Really good guy. He is someone I will visit like I will all you guys when I come there. I'm going to live in Captain Billy Jack's house. But yeah, TL, that's $600. Crazy. Well, I tell you what, TL, I don't know what the answer is. I think the best thing to do is just do the best you can and just not worry about it, right? Hello, chat room, Mars says. Hey, TL, they're tearing apart the floor, right? To take the flooring out. It's got termites in it. In the wood. So they came up with an idea. They're going to use the old wood of the termites, and they're going to concrete right all over the top of that thing and all around it. So if they get wild and crazy, they're going to be eating concrete. David Bryant, good morning. Yes, it is. My friend was telling me his insurance in Florida alone's increased $200 a month. David Bryant, so how you doing? John Calder, good morning. Not being American, I don't get Social Security. However, under my company pension plans, I would wife receive 100% of my pension rest of her life at present. That's 150. Oh, wow. Good for you, John. That works good. High five. Good for her. Good for her. Yeah. Taxes more than $600 on my farm, 8K a year amount in Chicago, 2.4K a year. Wow, Captain. I owe most of my life, and I agree, but today's cost, I don't know. 47 and the is going to cost it, yeah. Yeah. 1.4. Oh, 1.4. Well, geez. Wow. I was looking at some land to buy. TL and I talked about this. I think I talked to Mark about it, but just buy lots and a lot, park a RV on it, or something, or a box, and it just depends where that's at, of course, and it depends where you put it, and you can easily do it. Taxes are nominal, $100 a year, $150 a year. But as time goes on, you know what's going to happen. They're going to eventually start going up, and they're going to limit who can. They're going to change your permit. You know, you can't have that there anymore. I mean, I foresee a lot of problems down the road. But at the particular time, a guy could live in a nice high and dry lot somewhere for a reasonable price. You only pay like $3-4 grand, not even $2 grand for a lot. Formosan subterranean termites can eat through concrete. I hear Formosan subterranean termites can eat through here. I hear that some folks will char the wood, which helps dissuade them. Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll put some selenium on it then. Selenium. It is a high, can eat through concrete. Well, I don't know how they're going to eat through rock. I got some pretty good sized rock out there. Well, you know, TL, I don't know if they can eat through concrete. I've never seen Formosan subs. I don't think that they have Formosans here. I'm going to check that out. Being no termite guy, I'm going to check that out. Concrete be kind of hard. Although the wood is gone, basically the wood that we had in our house. But it's okay. We're going to replace the wood and whatever needs to be done. Yeah, you burn the wood, char the wood. There is another alternative. They make a particular paint that has paraffin in it. Same product I put on my body, but it's a heavy dose of paraffin in it that will, if they decide to eat, they will destroy them. It soaks in. It's kind of like an oil base, so it soaks into the wood. I might check that out. So I will check on that. Formosan. The ones that we have are drywoods. So the ones that we have in the house are drywoods, where they came out of the trees and dropped their wings and dropped in on the ground there, and then did it, because all those trees are full of it. Now at the other blessing house, we have termites, but they can't eat through the concrete. We've sealed it in concrete, and they can't get through the concrete. And those were the subs. I don't remember the subs that we had in the other house, and we just took concrete and sealed them all in, so they can't get through that. So far, it's been about 4 months, and they've not been able to eat through that, so we'll see. Of course, it's got rebar and everything else in there. Well, I've been on an hour and a half. I think I'll call the stream. I'm running sluggish, and my coffee is empty. And I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time with me today. And I want to thank everybody for coming on my streams. It means a lot to me. And thank you for all your valuable time. And it's really been a really good stream today. And I want to thank everybody for contributing and talking and putting in your 2 cents. I really like it. Because without you guys, I wouldn't have a stream. And I think it was 100 and I don't remember. It doesn't matter. A lot of people on today. So it's always good to see everybody coming on and talking. I'll have another stream next week on Sunday, and hopefully you guys can come and contribute, and I really appreciate it. Everybody that's on here, the ones that have channels, please make sure you check each other out and sub to each other. Help each channel out, because here on YouTube land, it's getting really tough out there. Financially, they cut my money down to nothing now. These guys are incredibly crazy. They're just hurting themselves in the long run. So, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. Termites look like they eat through concrete, either the wood that's laying down in the concrete, they go through that cracks in the concrete. That's why I say concrete. Yeah. Till next time. Yeah, we'll finish off the walls. We'll finish off the walls to where they can't get through the walls to make sure that they're not, I mean, the floor. The floor's going to be finished. And if they want to eat through the wood, if they want to eat through that concrete, they can go ahead and do that. I'm going to check that though. Not sure. I got to find out what type of termites we have here. I got to call someone that knows termites. Got to go. Good reason. Got to go deal with my coffee. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Viking. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Kevin. And saying hi, Jack. See you, TL. Thank you for spending time with Experience. Looking forward to the future conversations. Of course, TL. And thank you so much for coming on. I want to thank everybody for spending their valuable time today. I was going to go through all the lists. There's so many people that came on today. I think we had 175 or something, or 189. Or, no, more than that. 200 it says here on my thing. We had over 200 on here today. So thank you so much for coming on, guys. Christy boy, take care, Rick. See you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I'm sitting here holding an empty cup.